What's up everyone? Welcome to TechnoCube. If you are new to my channel, I insist you to please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Alright, well in this session, we are introducing ASP.NET in my series. So in this session, we will understand what do you mean by ASP.NET. Well, ASP.NET is active server page and you just have to do is merge that .NET. So that is ASP.NET. Well, basically, if you see, ASP.NET is meant for developing or creating websites. Okay, so you had already seen how to work with C# with console application and how to deal with Windows application with console. C#. If you haven't seen that, then again I insist you to please go through those playlists and can understand the basics of C#. Okay, so in this session we are working with ASP.NET, and ASP.NET is Active Server Page.NET. It is a web development model which is used to deliver interactive and data-driven web application over the internet and to the market. Well, why is that so? Is because that it provides a large number of controls such as text boxes, labels, buttons, calendars, and many more, by which you can assemble, you can configure and manipulate code to create beautiful HTML pages such as this. So HTML is hypertext markup language. Okay, you can also create an ASP.NET application by using CLR compliant languages, and those languages such as Visual Basic, C#, Visual C++, J#, and many more. You already know that .NET framework supports 60 plus languages and they are continuously growing and growing. So any of those languages which support CLR, I mean it definitely supports. That's why you can create your ASP.NET application using CLR compliant languages. Okay, also ASP.NET provides rich server controls by which you can create more enhanced, more efficient, more productive, and more interactive websites. Okay, next thing is, with the help of ASP.NET, you can manage your website using configuration files. Well, what do you mean by configuration file? Is nothing but it supports, or it contains the information about the application, and because of that reason you can manage your websites. Maybe it is used for authentication, maybe it is used for sharing your applications or something like that. Well, as I told you that it supports rich server controls. I can give you a simple example. Well, example supports that if you're having a calendar control working left hand side or in the navigation bar, then where we can select the date from that and add rotator control to display advertisement on the web page. So both of these controls are rich server controls. They are working exactly at the same time. One at a time they are not working, but exactly at the same time they are working. So one control is giving you a date time, and one control is giving you advertisement on the same page. So that is why it is an enhanced and efficient and interactive website, which may be supported by other languages, scripting languages such as PHP. Maybe it is more enhanced, more interactive, and more beautiful. But ASP.NET gives you more functionalities and more enhanced way to deal with website application. So that's why I recommend you. Okay, so the next point is ASP.NET supports AD.NET. I hope you know that what is AD.NET, because we have seen that thing in Windows application and we had gone through all database things. Okay, so next thing is, very important thing is, you need to understand what is ASP and what is ASP.NET. I hope you know that when .NET framework arises and comes up, it was not didn't directly deal with ASP.NET. It deals with ASP initially in earlier days, but now it is ASP.NET with more functionalities. Okay, so what is the difference? The first difference is that the code behind file. Now what do you mean by code behind file? As you had seen that we have one .designer.cs, or you can say there is one design file and one .cs file. I'll tell you what is that. So let's say I have one page over here. So, and again I have one page. Okay, so this page is going to be your design page, and this page is going to be your code page. And you had seen that particular thing in your Windows application, right? You had seen that thing. One page or one form supports your design, and one form, when you right click on that design and go to view code, you see that page. And you had seen, if you had observed, that these two forms or these two pages have the same exact name. If I write over here form 1, and in bracket if you write design, then it is your design code. And when you right click on that and go to view code, then you see this page written as form1.cs. That's the thing, the same name. Okay, so this thing, this is the code behind file. If you see this code, this is your code behind file. So in ASP.NET, this is what I'm talking about is Windows application. But if you talk about ASP.NET, then this design file is going to be your HTML. Okay, this is going to be your HTML, and this is the code behind file. That means this is your ASPX, or you can say ASPX, not ASPX, but ASPX.cs or .cs file. Okay, so this is your code behind file, and this is your design file. I hope you understand it now. Okay, next difference is this is supported by ASP.NET, whereas it doesn't supported by ASP. It doesn't have any separate code for coding the functionalities, and the separate file for designing the thing. So maybe it is having the same thing, the exact same page. Okay, the next thing is language. The difference between ASP.NET and ASP on the basis of language, that ASP supports programming language. Okay, it doesn't support, it means it handles programming language, whereas with the ASP it is a scripting language. Okay, just like PHP. Next thing is configuration file. Well, ASP.NET supports two types of configuration file, that is machine.config and web.config. You know that configuration file it contains the information about the application. So in web.config, it is having something like database, or the database connection strings and something like that. And machine.config file is having your the resources of your machines it supports. Well, those files are supported by ASP.NET, where it doesn't support in ASP. In terms of inheritance, ASP.NET supports inheritance, but there is no concept at all of inheritance in ASP. What do you mean by custom control? Is a kind of control which you had made for your own application or for someone else. It is not there in the toolbox, or the control. It is not there in the the third, I can say it is not there in the .NET framework. Okay, it is a kind of control that you had created for your own sake or for your own application. So it is supported by ASP.NET, but there is no functionality, or doesn't support any custom control in ASP. ADA.NET, it is ActiveX data object. It's supported by ASP.NET. With the help of ADA.NET, you can also, in addition to ADA.NET, you can also use various other kinds of data providers, such as SQL Server, OLEDB. You can also work with ODBCs. Well, there is no such functionalities in ASP. It only supports ADO, which is a kind of COM object in HTML. So this makes a difference between ASP and ASP.NET. I hope you understand the very basics of ASP.NET and why do we use it. Why exactly we are dealing with ASP.NET. Right now there are so many improvement in ASP.NET. We have MVC, we have 3-tier architectures, and many other things. We'll definitely see. We have link use. We have so many things in ASP.NET. So this is just a preview, or you can say a thing that you understand by going through the series. So this is a kind of first small video by which you can understand that what exactly is ASP.NET and what I'm going to learn with the help of this ASP.NET. In the later videos, we will go through all controls. We'll go through your application connected with database. We will also go through 3-tier architecture. We'll also go through link use, MVCs, and many other stuff. I hope you understand the concept of ASP.NET for with this session. Thank you so much for listening me. And again, I insist you, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you so much for that also.